Imagine flying home for a family emergency and finding out your health insurance premium just doubled for life. Not because you did anything wrong, because of one enrollment window you didn't know existed. This is the Part B trap, and it's already caught thousands of Americans living in Europe. Before we get into the mechanics, if you're trying to figure out whether Europe even makes financial sense for your retirement in the first place, we built a free 7-question tool for exactly that. It's called Country Match. You answer a few questions about your budget, your priorities, and your timeline, and it gives you a starting short list of countries worth a closer look. It's free. It takes about 2 minutes, and the link is in the description. Watch the rest of this first, then go run your own numbers. Let's start with what Medicare actually says. When you turn 65, you get a 7-month window called the Initial Enrollment Period. 3 months before your birthday month, and 3 months after. That's your first chance to sign up for Part B. If you miss that window, there's only one thing that lets you delay Part B without a penalty: a Special Enrollment Period. And the Special Enrollment Period has exactly one qualifying condition. You or your spouse are covered by a group health plan tied to current active employment, not retiree coverage, not a plan you used to have. Current employment right now. Here's the part that catches expats specifically. Living abroad does not create a special enrollment period. It doesn't matter if you have private insurance through Cigna Global or AXA. It doesn't matter if you're enrolled in a country's national health system, like Portugal's or Spain's. None of that is current employment group coverage. So none of it protects you from the penalty. Your foreign insurance can be excellent, genuinely better in some ways than what you'd get from a typical US employer plan, and it still doesn't count. Not because the coverage is bad, because the rule isn't about the quality of your coverage, it's about the specific box you have to check. Are you currently employed with a group plan behind it? If the answer is no, Medicare doesn't ask any follow-up questions. So what does for good actually cost? The penalty formula is 10% of the standard Part B premium for every full 12-month period you went without coverage. In 2026, the standard premium is $202.90 a month. Here's what that penalty looks like in real dollars. 1 year without Part B, 10% penalty. That's an extra $20.29 a month, about $243 a year. 5 years without Part B, 50% penalty. That's an extra $101 a month, about $1,200 a year. 10 years without Part B, 100% penalty. You're paying double the standard premium. An extra $202 a month, roughly $2,400 a year for as long as you're enrolled. Now stretch that out. If you're in Europe for 5 years before deciding to move back, and you land at that 50% penalty, and you live another 20 years back in the US, you're looking at more than $24,000 in extra premiums over your retirement. And that number keeps growing, because Medicare's base premium itself tends to rise most years. A fixed percentage penalty on a rising number gets more expensive every single year you're enrolled. To be clear about what this is and isn't, Part A, hospital insurance, is premium-free for the vast majority of people because it's funded by the Medicare taxes you already paid while working. There's usually no penalty risk there. This entire trap is specific to Part B, the part with a monthly premium, and the part where the rule is genuinely permanent. Here's the good news, and it's real. If you come back to the US and reestablish residency, that itself creates a special enrollment period. It starts the month you return and runs for 2 more months after that, a 3-month window. If you enroll in Part B during that window, the penalty doesn't apply. Medicare's own guidance doesn't put a stated limit on how many years you were abroad before that window opens. So this isn't a 5-year cutoff situation. It's a did you enroll within 3 months of coming back situation. That's the actual decision point. Not should I keep paying for Medicare while I'm not using it in Europe. That's a real cost-benefit question with a real answer for some people. The decision that matters is, do you have a plan for the exact moment you'd come back, permanently or temporarily, and will you hit that 3-month window every time? Because a single missed family emergency, a health scare, a decision to move back sooner than planned, any of those can turn into a permanent conversation with a permanently higher bill if that window closes on you unaware. So back to where we started, that family emergency, the one where premiums doubled overnight, it's not really about the emergency. It's about whether the 3-month window was already on your calendar before the emergency happened. If it was, the flight home cost you a flight. If it wasn't, it can cost you tens of thousands of dollars over the rest of your life. That's the whole trap in one sentence. It's not a penalty for living abroad. It's a penalty for not having a plan for the day you might come back. If you're still deciding whether Europe is the right move at all, go run the free country match quiz. The link is in the description, and it only takes about 2 minutes. And if you've already got a country in mind, then subscribe. Next video, we're covering exactly how to keep your Social Security check flowing into a European bank account step by step. See you in the next one.